Some days in the night, when my dad is having a rough night, I can't sleep. Do I get to rest the next day after he's had his dramatic night? No, because then the next day the same caregiving happens. My name is Irene Law Kah Tin. I'm 63 years old and I care for my father who has early signs of dementia. My dad is 88. I have 2 care associates who comes to support me in taking him out. You know, he gets his daily walk, he does his exercise, and they take such good care of him. So he's able to interact with them in the things that he is familiar with, and that makes a huge difference to their cognition, really. Because I'm the only person working in this household, he's heavily subsidized. His caregiving right now, the care associates, cost me at least $500, even though I'm subsidized. He wears diapers. It's never in anybody's focus, really, you know, that diapers can also, you know, rake up quite a lot of money, and so on a monthly basis, his diapers alone can cost me $100. On a daily basis, he also suffers from incontinence. So there's the hidden cost, especially with water rates going up. Washing, him having to bathe, sometimes he bathes up to 3 times a day. My whole SB, you know, Singapore Power's bill has gone up to more than 100. Every time we take him out, it's a taxi ride, a return taxi ride can cost anything from $40 to $60. The people who are sick, or the people with a physical condition, there's so many layers of support already available to them. But caregivers are always seen as the person pushing the wheelchair, as the person, you know, helping somebody, you know, into a car, or a child who needs a special device because they can't move, or they are, you know, they've got some kind of physical condition. As a caregiver, you need to be willing to speak out about what you need. How does society then, you know, how do we support caregivers to actually come out and speak out, giving them the opportunity to do so? Talk about caregiving and the challenges of caregiving more often than just talking about the patients. My boss is really great. He recognized the need for me to have flexible time to be able to care for my parents, and at the same time to be able to earn the kind of money that I want. Caregiving on the daily basis, it really is one person like myself looking after another who in one way or the other can or cannot, you know, look after themselves. The time you spend looking after them is 24/7. His breakfast, his medication, his lunch, you know, he needs to rest, he needs to have his dinner. In between your washing, you know, your cleaning. And you know, like myself, I have my mom who is also in her 80s, so she also has her needs. So it's like being a manager in my own house. It's a very different environment, but the work is there. You know, it's never done. Do you complain about it? Most of the time we don't, because you're caring for a loved one. Doesn't look like work when you're from the outside looking in, but we are working, looking after our loved ones.